too. So if you're online, we're just talking about how to grow our Facebook business pages. So the practice there is that's why on your personal page, the recommendation is to go and friend like 5 people per day, right? And those are the people that, you know how it'll show you, you might be friends with these people. And so it shows like you have like 15 mutual friends, right? Those are the people that it's recommended to just ask to be their friend, because then you can invite them to like your personal page once you're friends with them on the business page. So as far as growing your sphere and actually using your social media to get in front of more people, I mean, you might have the random person who reaches out and is like, "Hi, like, do I know you?" And if that's the case, oh no, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm in real estate. I saw we had a lot of mutual friends. I'm just looking to grow my network, right? Networking is a very normal thing, right? But so yeah, adding like 5 people per day. If per day seems overwhelming, I don't like to really say per day. 5 people when you're on Facebook, right? If that's every other day, awesome. Because as you guys have probably learned in the social media, well, you guys haven't had the social media part of Ignite. We're going to be teaching that, but there's like a 10-5-1 rule that I'll be telling you more about. But essentially, yeah, 10 likes, 5 comments, and then 1 DM or 1 post, right? So if you just want to add to that, friending 5 people, it just allows you to then start commenting on their posts, growing a friendship. Like you probably have someone on your business page, personal page that interacts with you who maybe you're not really like close with, but you kind of feel close because you have this like digital relationship, right? That's very, very real. I mean, these days, digital relationships are becoming just as real as, especially when it comes to business. So today's what class we're doing is I'll show you how to, even if you didn't participate in Red Day, there are Red Day graphics in Command. So if you would like to log into Command, I'm going to show you where you can go. I mean, in general, even if you want to post something different, right? Like Mother's Day, if you didn't do that already, I'm going to show you how you can access all the social designs for all the holidays, including Red Day. We're going to schedule it out via social media, and I'm going to show you how you can email out to your entire database, okay, from Command. So the first thing I'm going to show you is where all the social or all the designs in general are in Command. And it's really an awesome designs database, all KW designs. So I am in Command. So I'm at agent.kw.com, right? And I'm going to click on the icon on the left-hand side that looks like a canvas, right? And just a tip, if you're learning Command, I love clicking the KW logo so I can visibly see what each section means, right? So I'm selecting designs. And then on the top right, that's always where that next action button is. We'll click Create Design. And let's go ahead and select the social option. Okay, and you can click Next. All right, and we're going to take a moment to stroll around all the awesome designs that are in here so you guys know what you have access to, all branded to KW. Yes, there is a lot of listing stuff. You're going to see that first. So first of all, before I go further, just so you guys know when that time does come, I'm in an auto create section, which means if I just put in the address for the property, it pulls in all the info from the MLS and creates a social post, a flyer, a story for your social media, like real, story on the top, like for Instagram and Facebook, in all the formats, right? That's so annoying when you make a design and then, okay, that design's good for Instagram. Well, now I need a flyer version and you have to all recreate it. What's cool about this, and this is more, I'm not going to dive into this. I want you to know that this exists. So when your listing comes up, we can utilize this. It's auto create, as you see up there. So if you put in the listing address, it creates all of these formats for you and pulls in like all the information from the MLS as well to create it in the different formats. So talk about streamlining, right? So that I want you to put in the back of your head. If you want a video on that, please feel free to email me. Okay. Anything I say extra and you want to learn sooner than later, I'll put my email up, but it's just contact@JuLeahDesigns.com. But outside of listing stuff, so on the left-hand side, let's take a look at the other categories. If you would join me to the lead generation section, and of course you can scroll through all of these, but this is where I would love for you to kind of click on each one of these and see what you have access to. So like client love, client testimonial. You'll notice when you click on any of these, right, it's showing you all the different designs. But if you want only, like, let's say an Instagram square, right, and not stories, on the very top of each page, you'll see these gray circles that I can then click. And I find this to be way less overwhelming. Now I can see, okay, because really all of them are just the same post reformatted a lot of times. So I usually click on this, and testimonials, guys, is one of the biggest things that you can start with your business. Now, I understand that, yeah, you need to sell a house to get a client testimonial, but, right, if you have people in your life, past coworkers, if your daughter's last name is different, right? Let them write a testimonial about your hard work, your work ethic, your punctuality, your love for helping other people. It doesn't need to be just a testimonial about you selling a home. Okay, that's ideal, but people want to work with good people, right? So my goal for you is to try to get 3 testimonials. We can talk more about the how, okay? So we'll talk more about the how that you can go about getting these testimonials. But for right now, even if you just texted some friends, right, let's say, and then create a testimonial piece with each one of those to post on your social media, right? That would be one of the biggest things that you could do for your marketing, right? And at the end of class, I can actually go through this if you want to do it together. I'll make a note and we can go ahead and I'll show you where you can collect testimonials, okay? So we'll do this at the end if that would be beneficial. Right now, what I'd like to show you on the left-hand side, just some other things that you have here. So yeah, if you are taking notes, I would write down testimonials. Ideally, that would be a once a week post on your social media, but that would be a long-term goal. All right, but you'll see you have other things, like if you click on Market Expert, right? Look at these really cool templates that you can fill in, right? And I would encourage you to take a second right now in today's class to click down these categories, because honestly, I hadn't in a while before this morning, and I was shocked how many they'd added since I last went through them. And again, when you click on one, if you want to click on the social square at the top, it does help, but you'll notice there's even door hangers, right? That you can order right from here. The one with the red day stuff is in the I love KW. But other things that I love out here, so we'll come back to this one, but other things that you'll notice here, like KW app, right? I love that, like KW is one of the most tech forward real estate companies in the entire industry, right? These are pieces that tell people about it without you having to be an expert on it, right? Same with the website on the left-hand side. So as far as what you work on today, this is going to be up to you. So if you want to do the testimonial, we can do that one. I'll show you how to do a red day one. It's all the same concept, right? There's also, just as a third option, depending on what you think would be best for your business, is holidays on the left-hand side. If you are not sure what kind of content you should be putting out there, in the very least, going through and making a social post per holiday and scheduling that out reminds your sphere every holiday that you're in real estate. And I know sometimes people feel weird, like reminding your sphere you're in real estate. Well, this is a reason you're wishing them a happy whatever, right? So even if you went through and picked one holiday per month, right? Let's say we started in May for Mother's Day or whatever it is, totally up to you. We could edit in here and I'll show you how. And then we can schedule it to post on that day. And if you time block, let's say 2 hours on a Sunday evening and go through each one of these, right? You can then have the entire year of holidays scheduled, and that's leveraged, done, right? Reminding your sphere at least once a month you're in real estate. Okay, so I would encourage you, if you liked one of those the best, did you guys like one of those the best, like testimonial? I like the testimonial one a lot. The red day, if you would like, right, community involvement is really huge as well for real estate. So even if you didn't participate in red day and want to put out a post, that is in the I love KW, right? And it just lets people know that what KW, like even if it was, what is KW, or sorry, what is red day, right? We can look up that content. And did you know every year in May, all KW agents across the entire country take off work to participate in the community, right? That's someone you want to work with. It was our office. Yeah. The whole, around the entire world, essentially, right? So it's pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to show you guys the how of, but the method will be the same for testimonials or anything, okay? So where this is in the I love KW section, if you'd like to do this. And two, right, if you haven't announced your business, this is where, like, I'm making a move. You could absolutely do that. New company, same exceptional services, okay? Just putting that in the back of your mind that these are here because they're already created for you. You'll see that you just have to change a couple things, if anything. All right, so let's pick one of these templates. If you didn't, work on Red Day, right? This one on the very end is kind of generic. So if you want to use that, of course, if you have a great picture of you working in Red Day, that'll be a great one, these center ones, maybe for next year. And let's go ahead and click on, so I'm going to click on that very last one at the top and click on use. And it'll bring me into the editing platform where you'll see that they're trying very much to imitate Canva. So if you've used Canva and like it, it's very similar. There's just kind of a couple things to know. The reason this is actually, okay, Canva is my love, so this is going to be hard to say. The reason this is actually better than Canva in a way is that it pulls all the information for your listings and logos all in for you. So just before we edit this one, I just want to show you on the left-hand side, this won't apply here, but for listing posts, right, it has the KWLS, which means I could then search for a listing and it would pull up all the data about the listing right from the MLS. It pulls in the address, beds, baths, the property description, so you can easily add it to your designs.
With the MLS number.
Yeah, you can search. I find it's easiest to search by the MLS number. You can see you can search by any of these. To be honest, MLS number is easiest by far. So I do love that. You can also, and again, I'll come back to some of these if we have time at the end, but you can also create neighborhood snapshots that will tell you all the neighborhood information going on. Okay, so more, again, if I'm saying things that sound like you want to use it, jot it down and shoot me an email if we don't get to it. I'll send you that information or we'll do it in the next meeting together. Okay, so what we're doing here, right, it's really fine how it is. One thing we always have to change out is that DBA logo on the bottom. So let me show you how, and this will really help you understand how to change out any images with just this knowledge. So first step is click on the image you want to change out. So this DBA name logo on the bottom right. Okay, so how this is kind of different than Canva. Okay, when you click on it, it should pull up your logos automatically. And these are already pre-filled in logos that KW added for you. But at the top, you can click on My Assets, and the KW Valentine logo should be in there. Great, by default, it is. Excellent. Beautiful. So what you want to do now is instead of just clicking on one of those logos, okay, I would recommend you can tell that some of those logos don't have a background, right? Like I would say this one will probably work the best because it's white with no background. So instead of actually clicking on it, if you click on the DBA name logo, so make sure you're clicked on that DBA, perfect. And then as long as you're selected, I can tell I'm selected because it's blue on the outside. Then when I hover over these logos, see how it gives me that replace the arrows in a circle? If you click on that, it puts it in the same exact spot and sizing, right? Versus if you just click on a logo, it puts it in the middle of it, and that's fine. You can resize it. But this is by far the easiest way. Anytime you want to change out an image, you just simply click on it. Then instead of clicking on the actual, image in your library, we just want to do that circle icon. Does that make sense? That's honestly the number one thing you need to know about using this, because other than that, there's not a whole lot you have to do. Now, you could add your headshot. Would you guys like to see how to do that? Okay. Now, just know that you don't have to do this part, right? So in theory, this is done within seconds, right? We changed out the logo, we could share it. But if we want to add our headshot, I would recommend that. Typically, post with your headshot in it will get far more engagement. Okay. So how we do that is, so if you would click on the margin, seeing the gray area. So the reason I'm asking you to do that is this menu bar at the top will change depending on what you select, so if you select text, it's going to give you menu items for text, right? I want it to go back to the default. So if you could just click in the margin, it'll give you just the normal. So this is what you should see up here. And we're looking for frames. Awesome. You guys are killing it. Okay. So that frames option will give you, you can put a circle if you would like. And I might recommend that, especially because all the circles in the background of this image, the circle one might be best. Okay. So now I can resize it, right? It's rather large. So I'm going to resize it. I can either put it, in the middle. I like things that balance each other out. So I'm probably going to put it on the top corner. Totally up to you, right? That's what's cool about this. It's totally customizable that you can play with this. And pretty user friendly. Would you guys agree? Okay, great. Okay. So we have that headshot, now the frame added. So now all we need to do, and we'll see if your headshot's in there by default. If you could click on images now on the very top. So images, sorry, on the left-hand side toolbar. Images. Yep. And then, yep, perfect. And then click on My Assets at the top. So right here where it says My Assets, is your headshot? Okay, it's not automatically there, right? Yes,
Okay.
perfect. Okay, so we're gonna add your headshot one time, if you know where it is on your computer, and then it'll be there forever, and we can easily, within a click, then switch it out. But so all you'll do is click this Add Image button. And I know finding a headshot on my computer is usually a challenge, so feel free to take a second to click like My Device, and it'll search your computer so you can bring that headshot in. Oh, okay, well, how about you can email your headshot to yourself, right, from your phone,
Okay.
and then,
Open it.
yep, and then we can open it, we'll save it to your computer and then put it in. Thanks, plan. What's cool, not, like, if you have an iPhone and a Mac, I can just airdrop it to myself, right, or copy and paste from one to the other. I think that's cool. Awesome, okay, love that headshot. So now same concept, see how, and I'll go over this with you again whenever you're done. See how it's selected here, which is excellent. So now if you hover, actually, no, do Control Z. Here, wait, because it moved.
Ah.
Okay, let's just do Control Z. And I haven't told you guys this either. My favorite shortcut is undo, and that's Control Z. So
Okay,
if you just
Control
like
Z.
randomly like fling it
Yeah.
off to the side like
Okay.
that, which I do all the time, by the way,
Okay.
happens, just Control Z or Command Z if you have a Mac. So see that I have it selected. What the key
Right.
is here is I need to hover over it and click the
That.
replace. So see how it just
goes
puts
right
it.
to that spot.
Exactly.
All right,
It makes it way easier if you just remember that, which Canva isn't like that. So that's kind of one thing I find that really helped me to know. Yeah, so that's great. And Latricia, I know you're online. If you have any questions on it, please let me know. Okay, and this final step here. So what we're doing just to show you, Latricia, is to get that headshot in, right? It's key to select the frame first, okay? And then if I hover over my headshot that are in my assets here, that's when I want to click the replace icon, those arrows in a circle, so it just pops it in the circle. I want to see if I can remove the background. I think I can. Let me see. Yeah, just in case you guys are feeling extra fancy, right? If you want to try this, if you want to like click on your headshot, so basically everything I've been telling you not to do up to now, right? Click on it, it'll add it big. And as long as it's selected, right, I can tell it's selected because it's blue on the outside. On the top here, right, it gives me now a toolbar for the image, so I can remove the image background. So now it'll look like I'm standing in front of a little poster about Red Day, right? Yeah, I'll can help too. Yeah, so click, perfect,
Okay.
and then remove image background. Yes.
Exactly what it says.
No, there's so many things on the page. And see, so now you could like drag you down to the corner, right? Resize you. So depending on how you want your head, like, doesn't that just look very cool and clean and tech forward? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks awesome. Yeah, and then I would just, yeah, whichever one you like the most, I would get rid of whichever, the other one. Okay, yeah. So
I save it, but I don't know what.
I feel that. It should be in your downloads. That's what I would
Yeah.
have assumed, but I saw that you were there and I don't see it. Do you still have the picture up? Do you think it could have saved on your desktop?
My
Desktop, maybe?
desktop?
Yeah,
Oh.
that one. Nope. We bring the picture back up and we'll
Yeah.
go do it again. Great, and I'll catch you up. And if you do have your headshot on here, so let's say I don't want this top one anymore, I can get rid of that by simply clicking on it. And there is a trash can at the top, or I could just click delete on my keyboard. So yeah, the main two like keyboard shortcuts I might recommend, either writing down or remembering when you use this, is to delete something, you just simply click on it and then you can backspace. Okay, I like that one. My second favorite actually out of order. My first favorite one is Control Z, guys, undoes whatever you did. Really, most places, wherever you are on the internet, that will work. If you have a Mac, it's Command Z, but it really helps with designs. If you just totally mess it up, which happens all the time, you can stop that. Okay, great. So now let's go to, let's see what it wants from us.
Save.
Where is save? Oh, that one.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. Okay, save as.
And then-
Oh, I see. Let's just click on either desktop or downloads.
Oh, yeah,
It's, I think, in your cloud or whatever.
I can.
Yeah,
leave that.
now, well, let's rename it actually. That's really good advice. If you have not already changed the name of your headshot on your computer, like if it's something like image 949, which they always are, change it to your name, broker, realtor even, right? Because that's what makes your headshot go on Google Images, right? Okay, great. So now, yep, click add. Yep, yep. Yep. On it. Amazing. Such a good picture of you. All right, and then click that green. Awesome. Okay, and then click done. So you can, if you hover over your picture and then click the arrows. So yeah, or do you want to remove the background?
I want to.
Okay, so then, yeah, we'll do this instead and then click remove image background up here.
Oh, oh.
Sorry,
okay.
right there. Yep.
Mhm.
It'll take it a second. And then we'll just have to like resize it and move you down to the corner.
Oh.
Beautiful. Right. Yeah, you don't have arms, it looks like though. It took your arms.
Okay.
But yeah, you can't, especially if we put it in the
Huh.
corner. Yeah, and you can resize it if you would like to. Yeah, so right, if you click on the image once, you will then be able to drag it around, right? If you click on the middle of it. If you click on the corners of it, that's when you can resize it. But clicking on the middle of it will let you drag it, just so you know the difference at once. Okay. So if you're done with that, we're now going to click on, sorry, not that, not that, don't do that. Click on this up here, the download option. So let's click on the download on the very top. You can leave it how it is. JPEG is best for sharing on social and email, and you can click download. Oh, sorry. So if you click on the very top right, this download button, awesome. And then it's fine how it is. So you can click on download again, and it should download it to your downloads on your computer, in theory, or maybe your OneDrive. Who knows? We'll find out. Mm. Okay, great. Yeah, feel free if you need to go and leave. This. Oh, good. Okay, great. Well, so now let me show you how to schedule it on social media, right? Oh, no, no worries. So click on this little icon here.
Oh, download.
And then download there. Perfect. And yeah, I just leave it on the default. All right, so now we're scheduling it out, or, of course, this, if you just want to post it out, you could go directly to your social media, but this would be good for you guys to learn anyway, right? And it keeps you in compliance automatically if you do it through here as well. So a couple pluses. So now I'm going to click on done on the top right. It'll prompt me to save it. I will do so. And it'll take you back to your command designs. So first of all, if you ever need to go back and edit a design, right? Let's say one night you start working on it, you save it, need to go back, same concept, right? What we did is we went to design so far and we click create design. But of course, I'm looking at all of my pre-made designs or that I've created before. So I can click on the three dots, or I can click on it to pull it up, and I can even make a copy of it if I need to. All right, so now how we schedule it from social or to social is from the campaign section. So the workflow is we create it in the designs. So, right, that might be one time block in itself that you go through the design section and you create, let's say, one holiday a month, right? And then you'll have them all saved in your designs right here, okay? Now, how we blast them out is campaigns, okay? So that's that next step in the workflow, and that's that megaphone, like we're actually, distributing the information. And like I said in the design section, the next action button will always be on the top right, that green button. So when in doubt, click the green button on the top right. And we're going to do social post. Okay. So you do have to have a Facebook business page for this to post out to it. Okay. So it should show what account you would be posting it on at the very top. Yes, yes, we can. Here, can you click on that drop down to just make sure it's not already there? There it is. Yep. So yeah, if your Instagram should be on that list, if you have it connected to command. If you do not, I will show you how to do that after this. So if you don't already have it connected, just hang tight on that question and we can always draft this and come back to it. Okay. So what we're doing here, this is the content section. The button you want to click, I find to be very, very small, and that's that add media button, right? So it looks like a little picture, okay? And it gives you two options, okay? It'll either let you browse files on your computer or browse designs. Now the browse designs is easier. It's just been it didn't work last time I tried. So let me try it first. And I mean, I'll tell you which one. Browse designs essentially takes you to where we just were, right? So I can see my design here and click it. Drum roll, please. Come on. But right, I could also bring it in from yeah, it looks like it's working again. Yes. So that is the best and awesome. That's exactly right. Sorry, I got all excited. Let's click browse designs.
Okay.
But like if you did create the piece in Canva or somewhere else, right? You could pull something in from your computer too. So it'll always prompt you to crop it. So usually it defaults as a square, so you can just leave that and click crop image, but that is always a step you'll have to take. Okay. And now we need to write some text about it. Now, ChatGPT is my best friend for writing text, right? You guys have heard me talk about that, right? But in general, with this, I'm just gonna Google what is Red Day to get some content here. Now, if you participate in today's Red Day, maybe sharing about what you did today would be good, but instead I think it might be more beneficial, since you guys didn't, to talk about what Red Day is, right? Yeah.
If you didn't want to crop it, what was the next step to get it to the right?
Oh, you have to crop it. So that's fine. It's cropped in a square. So that's perfectly right. It'll have you do that every time, but since we're creating squares, it doesn't actually crop anything out. Yeah, so if you want to pull up ChatGPT, but like honestly, since it's KW, like we could probably just copy and paste the information on the KW site. So I just Googled, sorry, I brought up a Google page and Googled what is Red Day Keller Williams. Okay. I don't know if it'll be different for you, but like a lot of KW sites are first, right? Thrive. So I was going to see here if we could grab that content. And we can always build on any of this, right? But this tells you what Red Day is, okay? So we can use it as a social post. But yeah, if you want to pull up ChatGPT, are you guys comfortable in using ChatGPT? Okay, great. So I'm not going to pull it up if you guys feel comfortable with it, right? Because at this point, I could either pull it into ChatGPT and say, act as a real estate agent and rephrase this as a social media caption and just copy and paste that in, right? Yeah. Do you want to see that? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so ChatGPT. Oops, that was wrong. What I think is so crazy about like Google and these search engines, see how when you search ChatGPT, it'll show you ads first, right? So it says ChatGPT, but you see that that's not ChatGPT. So it's like companies that compete with the biggest company, they run ads about the other company, but they also spend. Oh, you can do that actually from command. The minimum though for a Google ad is $250 a month. So it's a $250 minimum. So agents haven't used it because of that. But that's essentially, right, that first one, right, that's how they got there. Because they pay Google. Yeah. Crazy, right? Okay, so now I'm in ChatGPT, okay, and I'm gonna write act like a real estate professional. I usually always tell it how to frame itself, because if not, it doesn't know who it is, right? We need to tell it to act like a real estate professional, or sometimes I'll write act like a social media marketer. You can play with that. Oh, I do my email. I do open with the Gmail option. So if you click on back, okay, totally up to you. Of course, it's free either way. I do continue with Google personally, because then it just logs me in. Yeah, if anything, I'll just make you like a new account. And Lutricia, just let me know if you need help with any of this. Feel free to chime in anytime with questions. We're here for it. Yes, so again, that's probably one of the most important tips for ChatGPT is telling it how to act. So it knows who it is when it's writing this. Like I've had it act like Martha Stewart and write me the best home tips for the month, and it's adorable. It writes it just like she would be speaking it. So it's very interesting. Any luck? Here,
I
is it-
think it just
Oh, that's a new tab.
everything.
Oh,
Yeah, it
bummer.
just
Gotta love that. All right, and I'm gonna say, act like a real estate professional and rewrite this. So again, that word, what you're telling it to do, rewriting it or rephrasing it, right? Embellishing it. You can like look up, of course, but it is sensitive to those kinds of things. So I'm gonna have it rewrite this as a social media caption. I usually make sure to include that so it'll give me like hashtags and emojis with it.
Once you copied it.
I did, yeah. So I don't really have a recommendation on which site has the best verbiage. We can look at that a little deeper, but I would pick just any of the KW sites. Oh, cool. KW, everything you know about KW's Giving Back Day. Cool. This one's on Outfront and it seems pretty cool. So if, yeah, I can help you find it if needed.
Copy paste.
Good question. No, it's Control V as in Victor. Why? Well, I guess print was taken. Exactly. So act like a real estate professional and rewrite. Good. And tell it to like, here, click here.
rewrite.
And I think you probably need to,
Yeah.
I'm missing an F, I think. And rewrite this as a social media caption. So that's an important part too, right? How it's written, because we want hashtags and emojis, then we can have it rewrite it as an email, right? But those are both very different formats, right? Vibes, the whole thing.
Capture. And then just
Social media caption,
and then
and then do a colon, and then enter, and let's see what it gives us.
Social media post.
I said caption, but yeah,
I gotta learn.
paste,
yeah, and then a colon.
what is it called?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
This. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So that's what it's rewriting. And like it, of course, it starts with join us. Okay, we're not trying to invite them. So we'll just, that's no biggie, right? If we want to go with that. So you can do a couple things here. Obviously, we could play with different verbiage. You can copy what it has and we can rephrase it. Or if you click those arrows in a circle here, it'll regenerate it and give it to you another one.
Take out join us or replace join us.
Yeah, you could, like, you can tell it to do things, or we could just manually do it. Like, I'll probably put something like, did you know that the second month or second Monday, wait, no, what's today? What did it say? Second Thursday, second Thursday in May every year.
Well, how do you do that without, if you want to just
Copy it. So I'll copy it. So let me show you what I would do for the next steps. But just so you guys know from this point, right, I could regenerate it. I could say, make it sound friendlier, make it more concise, right? So you can toy with it from here. But let's say, okay, I just like to have like meat and taters. I call it like some sort of template to go off of, right? Oh yeah, I copied it. Sorry, that was fast. That little icon right here allows you to copy it in one click. It just copies to your imaginary clipboard that the computer has. So now if you switch back tabs, you will have to switch tabs. So this tab is the KW logo on the top. It should say schedule post. That should take you back to the red day one. So now that you have that copied, yep, this one right here, schedule post.
Okay.
Beautiful. So now click in the caption
Yeah.
and let's right click to paste or Control V. Awesome. Excellent. Yep. Now V. Yes. Okay. All right. So we have, let's say, our meat and taters in there. All right. We don't want it to say join us for Keller Williams Red Day. Right. You can honestly just like take that out, right? Yeah, just take it out completely, right? And maybe since I'm trying to make this a little more evergreen, like first of all, it's not May 12th. This was probably from 2022. More just every year on the second Monday. No, I swear I don't know what day it is. Thursday.
Be back On the second Thursday.
Okay, so you got, okay, I must have copied, yeah, I copied Outfront Magazine. So if yours is correct, great. Just right, we're trying to tell them that every year, all KW agents take off work to contribute back to the community, right? That's, oh, good, you, welcome anytime.
I'll be seeing you next.
Okay, good, can't wait. Have a good one. Right? People want to work with people who care, right? You're trying to show that Keller Williams cares. Like I found out this morning, my husband went to the Masters, right? Harris Teeter paid for all the kids to go to the Masters under 15 this year, right?
Did you register to that? I mean, or the big, I mean.
Yeah, so like my son went free. No, just all kids. All kids. So all the parents can bring their kids for free by Harris Teeter. Now I'm a PR minor. So that PR move, right? That's marketing. That's PR, right?
Because you get the information, you get the parents, you get.
And I feel like now, wow, they gave back something to me, to the community, right? That makes me, that's exactly right. I personally get very angry at how expensive Harris Teeter is compared to Walmart. Now I feel a little less angry. And I mean, there's a I understand the reason. You get what you, like, I like the shopping experience and everything. But anyway, right, you get that feeling that marketing, this is an emotional draw. Exactly. Right, exactly. Everyone feels like companies just care about their bottom line these days, right? So the more that you can portray that you truly care, and actually KW as a whole really cares, right? So anyway, right, the idea is now we can tweak this. We don't want anything to say like join us as we celebrate, but maybe tune in next year as because you can like get people to help you contribute, but you could say like tune in next year to help the cause.
Maybe like tomorrow, when we have pictures from the people doing the deliveries, we can just say that because
There you
right
go.
now we're gonna go to the warehouse because it was flooded.
Oh no, really? I didn't hear this. Oh my
That's, I
gosh.
mean, I was gonna go for packing, but
Oh, it
the morning
flooded?
shifts and the afternoon shifts, I mean, that could happen. So.
Oh my
only the people
gosh.
who signed up for the delivery
I
of the meals,
see.
they were able to do it. The rest.
But you're right. I bet there will be pictures on the Facebook
Yeah.
tomorrow, grabbing one of those, right? Or just taking a picture of anything we have up there.
Do it later this month.
Love that.
I know.
Love that. All right, do you guys need more help with your verbiage or are you okay on that?
I think I'm just gonna put it like that, and then I wanna put like photos, so.
Okay. Are you planning on adding it to this post or to a future post, like to tomorrow's? Okay, cool. I like that idea. And then build on it.
I took a different one.
Okay.
Because I started,
Yes,
like, I don't like it says we step away from business. To me, it's like, I want to be more casual, like,
right.
How
I
did you
agree.
say it?
How about
you said
every
something better.
Thursday? Okay, all KW agents, what did I say? What did I, dang it.
I know it was great.
When I was explaining, take the day off. I like that. That sounds, take the day off to help our community or to contribute to the community.
But now I scheduled to post. I mean, that's.
Yes, you're exactly right. Yes.
But why again, it's only, is it taking Instagram? Because
me
it's
double check.
not-
As long as it has both checked
I mean,
up
we
here.
have
Okay,
two
yeah, that
posts.
should be then a yes. We'll double check. But so this is showing you, oh, I see. It should,
I don't know.
yeah, good question. It should post to both according to this. We'll double check it does.
Uh-huh.
And if it doesn't, then oh, that's why. Here it is. I see.
What?
The Instagram.
Oh,
It's down here. I didn't realize they separated it.
Okay.
So yeah, at this point, right, once you finish the caption, there's just two more things you guys need to know on this page. First of all, for compliance, we already have the KW logo. Technically, you have to have the KW logo if it's a listing. Other than that, like, it's encouraged, but if you have KW Realty in the name of your social media, that covers it. But you can, if you want to just double check that you are in compliance, just so you guys know, not for this one, of course, because we have the logo, but even like the ownership statement, right? This makes you in compliance, you're done, right? So I do love that because when I'm making the post, I don't have to think about it as much. It'll just be in compliance when I schedule it from here. Final spot on the bottom, we can either publish it immediately. Yeah. And then you don't need, oh, we still have that logo though. Here, I'll fix it for you. You can pull up.
days to film Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right, isn't that helpful? I know, around 10, is that what it says? Yeah.
Days?
No, no. Command, no, this is Keller Williams International. It is cool though that like it wasn't always like this came out around 6 years ago, and KW is the only company that's ever tried to make their own technology. And it didn't go very well the first few years, and they pushed through it, and now it's a great system. Another company, I think it was Allen Tate, I can't honestly remember, so don't quote me that, tried to do what we did, like make their own technology, and like a year in, they were like, never mind, we're just gonna, no one, no one. We're literally the only tech company. Like they have, like they'll pay for things, maybe like Boomtown, all separated. And that's how it was when I first joined on. It was all separate companies, so none of it talked. It was confusing. And they've spent now the last 6, 7 years making it all be one. What's cool is they update it all the time. We get new features, right? Because they're still constantly
So
updating.
like, so that, do they have like marketing departments or?
They don't have market. They definitely don't have what we have. Either no other they don't have us. Other KWs don't even have us. But well, I mean a marketing team. I mean, but in general, like other firms, they probably get something like a CRM. I don't know if those companies pay for it for them. Like I mean, like I don't know if you're familiar with any other ones like Boomtown, Market Leader.
No, but I mean, as soon as I see the other companies that have friends and other realtors, I mean, they don't even get close. They have a year that they're really
Wow.
good sellers, but that's not
Right.
even.
They don't have the back end support. Right. And they have to figure out a lot of that
Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah.
which I think is wild. Okay, so anyway, right now we could just click to post. Yeah, so glad. Made the right choice. So yeah, you could click schedule post now, right? Or if you have that as publish immediately,
Yeah.
it'll just say publish post. Or if you want to come back and work on it, oh yeah, and okay, great. But we need to get your logo. Here, wait, go
Oh,
back to,
I guess I didn't say that.
yeah, you can click publish now, Carla, but for
Sorry.
you, no, you're good. Let's go back to here and let's re-download this as a new one, and we're just gonna switch it out. It won't take long at all. Actually, I don't think we have to download it. Now that it's saved, oops, save. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna switch out this. I'm just gonna X out of that one.
Okay.
Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Let me click browse designs. So now it should be updated since we went back and saved it. Let's see if it does. But honestly too, like if you're planning on posting it through here, no, what the heck?
Mm.
And maybe I'll just pull it in from your computer. You know, like we could technically take it off since the logo does post on here for you, which is cool. We're in business. Get you. Okay, so now you could click.
So schedule post.
Yeah, you can schedule, it's scheduling for, what is that you can say? The 10th.
Oh, goodness. gracious.
So let's change this, or you can just do publish immediately, I guess would
And
be
then,
better.
this is a one-time
Mhm,
post, right?
So now you can click publish post and it will go out on your business page. Pretty cool.
So what I do is,
Nice.
I love it.
It looks so good.
And then I will go to my regular Instagram and I share it as a story.
That's,
right?
yep, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's the best way to share. Do you guys want to see how to send that out as an email? Okay. So the how I'm sending it out for an email are kind of similar steps. So I'm, just in case you wanted to save this as a draft and see it again, just so you guys know, right? I'm going to save draft, and where I go back to find the drafts is in campaigns again, right? And under social posts at the top. So at the top, that's where you'll see like them separated, the different kinds of campaigns you can run. And this is where you can see ones that are already posted or draft posts, right? But if I want to create a new one, that's when I always click this option on the top right, generally, create campaign.
I think like if we have a social post coming for Mother's Day.
Mhm. Yeah, you should see that. So you might be looking at your draft. Oh no, you're looking at your live posts. Okay.
5 years.
Found it?
Yeah.
Great, okay. Yeah, so how you can see your upcoming posts, right? The live and scheduled posts. You can view the calendar by a week or a month would probably be more helpful. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, really?
Mother's Day is always.
And actually, that's really exciting that you say that. There's a bunch of designs now that are in Spanish. Look at this. So now yeah, if you click on designs and then create design and then social, when you click on social, it shows you social imprint. So you can click on that. And then on the left-hand side, you're gonna see, I think it might be Espanol, like if you scroll down on that.
Espanol.
Yeah, I think that's what it says specifically instead of Spanish, just so you know what you're looking for. And I clearly, I'm sure, had such a great dialect there.
I mean, better than mine.
Yeah.
Espanol.
All right, so it is.
What is the, Espanol?
Espanol. All right. Nailed it. So anyway, these are like all like, I think there's like a buyer presentation too in Spanish maybe
Oh,
and things. So it's,
but if I,
but
if
wait,
I
is
wanna,
this not in Spanish?
yeah, it's Spanish. Well, all
Oh,
these,
okay. I see.
nombre. Okay, but if I see for Mother's Day, if I wanna.
Oh, yeah, I don't see but like, yeah, you're right. There's not holidays. So in that
Yeah.
case, I would go to, Mother's Day here, holidays, May.
But it's.
And then you'd have to just retype it in Spanish. Yeah, so you can edit it and just type it, yeah, in Spanish. Okay, so how we email out of command, right? So the emailing out of command is similar steps that it's in campaigns. Okay, so this is how we mass email out in command, I should say. So if you want to like send a mass email, Happy Mother's Day, I did Red Day, once a month, the market stats, whatever it is, these would be the steps, right? So if you did want to send out the market stats, have you guys seen in Canopy that they give you a graphic each month of the market stats in Charlotte? Okay, because that's very cool and we can go over the how to get there. But right, the idea is whatever image you have on your computer, you can then email out with these upcoming steps. So that first step, and we can go over it in just a second. I kind of fumbled through it as well. I have a link to it. So if you just want to email me, actually, that'd be better. If you want steps to get to the MLS, like where they pre-create graphics, they do it once a month around the 20th of each month. Like it'll be for the month before. I have a link saved in my email. So shoot me an email. I'll just send you the link. It's in your Canopy MLS. And then, so the idea is once you click that link and save the picture, these next steps would show you how to send out those market stats. Okay. So just know whether you're wanting to send out this Red Day post today, a Mother's Day post, or the market stats, these steps will always be the same for sending a mass email. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do in the campaign section, again, right, so this is where we blast out social posts too. It's also where we can blast out emails. So it is slightly different where when we click on create campaign on the top right, so that's the same, but now we need to select on the email. So it'll give us email designs that convert from mobile to computer to iPad, okay? So it'll pull up this. Yeah, you can click on create campaign on the top right. Perfect. Awesome. So no one sees this campaign name. So if you wanted to name this Red Day, Mother's Day, Market Stats, whatever you'd like to do, just gonna put in Red Day. All right, and you can put your goal. I have not seen, the goal does not matter either. So if you want to just do brand awareness, that's typically what I do. The goal does matter if you're running like a Facebook ad, but.
Or specifically, you're having a specific.
Exactly. Yeah, like a listing would matter. But all other times I really just click brand awareness for the most part, and you see the main kind of things. So I can click create campaign on the bottom right. Okay, so this is how we would get in to create then the steps to send this out. Okay, I misguided you guys a little bit, so sorry. We need to create the design first. We're going to come back and do those exact steps. That's everything you need to know. But first, instead, join me to the designs. I didn't listen to myself when I told you the workflow is we start in the designs, okay? So designs is where we start. So we're going to create the email design and we're going to either add this Red Day image to the top, okay? Or any image that you have the same. Yep, so create design, let's do email now. So yep, and then so create design.
Okay, and then we go.
And then email, yes. Amazing, good job. Okay, so I haven't seen that there's like a Red Day template. So first of all, I would like you to take a moment here and scroll down and kind of look at the email designs that you have access to, because when you scroll down, there's like 73, so you'll have to click load more. While there's not like, there are some for like holidays that you can see, you can search on the top. I mean, these are really cool. Like if you click, you can see there's already pre-created emails here about how you can quote unquote chill your bills. So like how to guide them on how they can loosen their bills to build, for a down payment, low cost budget projects for their home. So it's really great information. So in general, I want you guys to know that this exists. So you could just send that email out, right? So if you like one of those and it's ready, great. So one thing to know is when you click on it, and I'm going to click on chill your bills because it sounds fun. And I'm going to click on next, okay? You're going to see a lot of merge fields. So that's like market center name up here. And if you scroll down, you'll see this is all merge fields. What that does is it pulls from your command marketing profile. So to show you what it looks like in a live environment, if you click on options on the very top and click on preview, it'll show you actually what it would look like, okay? Now I'm going to show you, oh, wait, you like it? Right, like it's all done. I don't have to do anything. Now I'm going to show you how you can switch out this image to be a Mother's Day image, to be the market stats, and send that instead, right? So you can absolutely customize this, but I could just schedule this, right, to send next month. Oh, okay, we need to fix that.
Okay.
It pulls from your command marketing profile. So hold tight, we'll go back and do that in just a second here. Don't forget to tell me, okay? Thank you. Sorry to make you remember this, but but right, I love this. These are a bunch that are pre-created. So if you have a night this week that you want to go through and see what emails in here could I just roll with, right? And we could schedule those out right now, right? I know, I'll just come home with you. We'll drink wine and we'll do this. Sounds great. Great. All right. Had me at I'll be away from my kids. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can edit this. All right, but just know that you don't have to, right? So if you want to, so this is a little more advanced, right? If you want to change out the image at the top, you absolutely click. Again, just remember you don't have to. So you can either just watch me or, and we can do it together when you find that it's the time to send the market stats, right? So we can click replace right here. Okay, so now it's searching my images, right? You can add images here. So since I have that in my computer, like the Red Day one, I downloaded.
It doesn't matter that you're putting an image on top of something that maybe doesn't make.
Like, yeah, I can change out everything in it. Like, so if I wanted to instead have this be all about Red Day, I could. I checked, there's not a Red Day pre-created email. So, right, and maybe you don't even want to do this, okay? I would recommend just sticking to what it is, if at all possible, right? Because it makes your life easier. Yeah, for future reference, the one thing you need to know is when I change that out, I have to click on done on the top left to get that to apply.
Just click on, if you click on the.
So if you double click, oh, perfect. Now click replace right here.
Oh,
I know. No, this is like a pretty hard steps, I find. So then at this point, it doesn't show you the social design. So that's where you could click add image, perfect, click.
Okay, so, or
And-
my images, okay, that's
Yeah.
the only one that's created.
Yeah, or you can click on add images because I think we saved the Red Day one.
Okay.
So if you wanted to pull that in, you could, right? And you could edit all of that text under there as well, right? So that's the how of you can changing it, okay, in a very quick overview, I know. But now that we have that updated, okay, what's more important is honestly that you guys know than the next steps on how to actually get this out, okay? This will only take 5 minutes. You already saw it. So if you can't hang around, right? Options on the top right, I could send a test email and I can X out. And just save when it tells you to, okay? So these are the last steps that you need to know for today's class. And we'll do it together when you really need to do it anytime. That's that campaign section. So these are the same steps that I told you to do earlier. So campaigns, right? Click on the button on the top right, create campaign, and email. Right, we did this. Sorry, you're doing it again. So we're typing in, let's say, Red Day or Mother's Day, or it's chill your bills, right? You're doing great. And then email, actually. Yep. Perfect. So yeah, this is where you already had to do this. If you want to just type in anything, only you see it. So if you want to just do like practice or Honestly, yeah, the best thing you can do is do these for practice before doing it to everyone you know, personally. I have to. Yes, perfect, yeah. Oh, and brand awareness, click
Okay.
that one, it's fine. And then scroll down, you can click on next or whatever it says down there, that button. Perfect. Okay, so this is the place now we actually do something, but not too many things, which is great. So what we have to do first is let's select our design. So on the right-hand side, it'll say select design. I can click on that. Okay, it's going to show me all of my email designs that I've already made, or I could make one from here too. Like I showed you that way. So like if I want to just go ahead and select the one we already did, the chill your bills. But if I wanted to just now figure it out, right, I could click on KWRI templates up here and also look for something to pick.
Didn't show that I created.
Oh, the one that you just created?
Uh-huh.
Weird. Did you save it?
I probably did.
Well, I would have thought it would have like made you save it. Here, we can
Oh, yeah,
go
yeah.
back to the email designs to see if it's in there first. Let's click on the design section if you don't mind,
Okay.
sorry.
It wasn't there,
Is that the,
but it shows me this guy. when
oh,
I
but that's a
scroll.
social post and not an email. So it'll only show you email designs. Are we making a Mother's Day one?
Yeah,
Okay. I might recommend this one.
or, okay.
There's just not a Mother's Day email in
Or if
there.
I do the red day, because I don't,
Sure.
okay.
Or you can do the chill your bills one as an option too. That's what we're doing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just some options. It's more important that you know like the steps to it. So, you know, totally up to you. Do you want to do the chill your bills one, the one that's already in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do the create design. And so what we need to do is for
Email.
email, yep, there's just the one step we didn't do yet is go down to that design. Love that.
They need more,
Yeah,
more like.
more,
like
load more. Well, I just
eye-appealing,
wanna,
Yeah. eye-appealing
that's cool too.
design.
Okay, it should be around here now.
Yeah.
There we
she
go.
go.
All right. So what it wants you to do is open it and then save it for it to show there. So now, and I'll help you with this too.
Okay.
Joanne. So now if you can click on campaigns again, that megaphone, yep, and then create campaign on the top right. That's okay. Let's go to designs if you would. Yep, exactly right. And then same kind of thing here. So if you want to just do like brand awareness and chill your bills or something like that, or practice. Yep, amazing. Yep, so now scroll down. Yeah, I think a few
Oh,
times.
so we had to,
Open it first and then save it. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry, I
that's fine.
wasn't clear enough on that. It should be around here though, chill bills.
I knew I did.
Wait, sorry. What is this, chill?
Yeah.
I increased my, I did this.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, there she is. Perfect. Yes, exactly right. So yeah, that's my bad, guys. Yeah, when you're looking at the email designs, you have to open it and click save for it to then apply here, right? But of course, right, I could just come up here and click the KWRI templates to see them all. But I do like this workflow better. So I'll select that and it's going to show me what the email looks like, right? And I can click on the top right. I can save it, right? Of course, it's where I could preview, send a test email. I always save it, clicking the button first and then Xing out, and it makes me save it again. So it's probably not necessary, but here I am doing it still for 5 years.
So I previewed it.
Awesome. That's good.
We're up for that later.
Great.
Yeah.
So now let's X out of that. That's perfect. And let's click save
Is that what we did?
and then X out here.
Okay,
And it'll have you save it again. So
that's good. That reminded that.
I like to save it the way. So now click
Yeah,
on the
then you remember
campaigns.
it.
Yeah. Awesome.
it.
Yep. And now you can X out and it'll take you back to and save changes. And it'll take you back to the email platform. This is where we need to be. So click create campaign and click email. All right. So now this next step, and that's where you name it on the top, Joanne, first. So recipient list is really the last thing you guys need to know. And this is something you guys need to know. So recipient list, you can see when you click create list on the right-hand side, I might suggest that we make a list today that's just you. So we can send it to yourself to see what it's like. And then I'll also show you how you actually create the list though. So first of all, let's create like a practice list. So list name, if you want to write like just me or practice list. Oh, create list here. No, there's so many things on the page. Okay, so whatever we want to name it, let's say I'm just going to put just me, but you can name it whatever you want. Just me. And then, right, you can search your contacts for your name. Now, this is assuming you already have yourself in your contacts, I will say. So if that's not the case, we might have to park this idea, which is fine. Okay, nice. I love it. Love it, love it. Yep, click your name and then you can click confirm on the right-hand side. I'll show you how we actually do this for recipient list, but this is great for today's test email. So we see what it's like. Honestly, I would do this before you send any email, right? Yeah, honestly. All right, and so you did it. That's great, but I do want to show you. Yes, you did it. So you did it. I do want to show you though how you would actually create a recipient list of all of your contacts because it is something that you need to know. There's like a catch to it. So now let's do that same thing where we create lists so I can just show you how to create a list of all of your contacts as well. And all those lists, right, they stay here. So now we'll always have that just me list. And now I want to though create another list that has all of my contacts on it. Now this is kind of an annoyance depending on how many contacts you have. How many contacts do you guys have? Do you know, or ballpark? 200 something? Love it. Joanne, okay. Okay, great. So what's annoying about it, and that might be too harsh of a word, is I have to load 100 at a time. So if you click select all, so let's say I want to send this to everyone. If I click select all, it will select 100 contacts because 100 contacts load at a time on this page. So what I need to actually do is scroll to the very bottom and click load more, right? And keep doing that until actually all my contacts are displaying. Yeah. So if you have like 10,000 contacts, you can see how this would be not fun. But, right, since you guys don't have too many, this should, you should just have to do this a few times. And once it's created, they're working on this.
So go ahead, do it right now.
Yeah, I would, if totally up to you, but exactly. So once you keep scrolling down it and you want to do it as many times until it doesn't say load more anymore, right? I would maybe do, good question, all contacts. All right, so we're doing that until it doesn't say add more anymore or load more, and then click select all at the very top, and you'll see that it selected 700 contacts or however many contacts that you have. And I can help. Okay, okay. Okay, well, you probably did it because you probably don't have more than 100. Oh, great. Okay, so that doesn't apply to you anyway, so you're good.
So where's,
Oh, great question. So now since we created that second though, guys, we do need to switch it back to just me. So let me name this all contacts. Yeah, what the drop down. So now, right, I could click on, you will want to change it back to just me, right? We don't want to send it to all contacts. Awesome. That little edit button is how you edit your lists too. So if you need to edit it, you can in the future. But yeah, for now, make sure it just says just me. And really, we would just have to add a subject and would be our final thing here. Emojis perform well in, nice, perfect. Yes, it looks like you did it. So now click, oh, sorry, now scroll to the, yeah, no, actually it should be good. Scroll to the very top, actually. It looks like maybe we didn't name it or something.
I know, and it
Oh, okay.
only used 72. I don't
Okay.
know why.
It could be that's how many have emails
Okay,
specifically,
oh,
which
maybe,
would make
yes,
sense.
yes.
So let's name that all contacts or all emails. I might suggest putting like May 2024 in there because if you add a bunch of contacts, yes, exactly. But then it'll default as all those contacts. So let's just change it now to only me. But this is how you can now have all your contacts to send out, right? So the final step here is the subject line. Subject line, right, shouldn't be too many words. And emojis are recommended. If you guys are doing Mother's Day, something like here's to the mother in your life. If it's chill your bills, it doesn't have a subject in there, does it? Okay, I didn't think so. Maybe read through the email. But right, you're trying to think of like what I do to come up with a subject line, and honestly, you can copy all of this and put in Chat GPT and tell it to make a caption or a subject line for you too, if you really want to. But right, just even picking one, like the first line is a good bet. And then once you're done with that, oh, Once you're done with that, on the top right here, that's when I have the option to schedule that out. That's really key for you guys to know if you're scheduling out holidays. Oh, gotcha. Perfect. Yeah. On it, you guys. Right. So then if it was Mother's Day, right, you would post it out tomorrow. Or yeah, so that's good. It always makes you, it shows you it. So you can click on I save and then
Save
X
again.
out and save again. Yep. And then X out. Probably just X. Yeah, save. Yeah, so of course, up to you if you want to actually send this out. I mean, I guess you're just sending it to yourself, so you might as well. Nice, yeah, double check. Yeah, might as well. And then, so yeah, you can just go ahead and send it on the top right if you want to, so you can see how it looks. You can see all your merge fields come in.
Doesn't need it like automatically.
Oh yeah, you have to do the time and date if you do it tomorrow. That's correct. You get 5,000 emails per month from command email for free, which should be plenty for your. Yeah, everyone will say that. So yeah, now you got yours, right? It should go to you now and you can see what it looks like. Yeah, exactly. And then, right, let's say, okay, you now know this exists. And so your goal is holidays, or your goal is first of the month to have a home maintenance reminder. Okay. My guidance would be work on designing that. And if you want to then come meet with us, we can schedule them out together, right? And we can do it together. Like doing it one time, you just can only remember it so much, right? So just know, like, meet with us. We'll schedule them all out. I mean, if you feel more comfortable on the content creation side, right? Yeah, if you went in and just made a holiday piece for each month, that would be so valuable for touching your sphere via social. Okay, and just so you know too, I have all of this on videos. So, if you jot down that you want a video, shoot me an email. But of course, we can do it one-on-one as well. We're here for that. So in theory, you guys feel kind of comfortable on how to schedule a social post now and kind of comfortable on how to send an email. I am so proud of you guys. That's a really big deal. Like if you ask a classroom of, well, when team meeting is, who knows how to send an email to all of your contacts? Some of the top agents have no idea. And of course, they have the luxury to have an admin, right? But so few agents truly even do what you just learned to do. So if you can, time block and we start the system together, you're doing something else.
Ourselves, maybe people might not be able just by ourselves.
I know, I got the
might
feeling,
be
I know.
able-
Yeah.
But you can meet with us once a week, right? So just know we're here for it.
All about that. I tried to schedule June and like you had people blocked up.
June? I think you can schedule out a month in advance. June should be open. June? I know we are on vacation 1 week. Yeah, that might have been it because I think I saw you made 2 appointments. But that week in between, we're gone. We are at Bald Head Island. Yeah, for a family vacation. That is the bad thing about us being sisters and working together. And then my mom too, we're just gonna bye everyone. Good luck. Yeah. So yeah, but otherwise. No, we used to growing up. I got married on Bald Head Island, so we've gone like every year, and it's just only golf carts on the island. It's really cool. You take a ferry. Oh, did you?
And she took all daughters to her place, yeah. She had a-
Oh. Yeah, Bald Head. Yes, the chapel's so pretty, isn't it? So charming. Well, Lutricia, we are all done for today's class. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll put my email in the chat. So please feel free to throw those at me or any videos you want, and I'll send those right over. Designs.com. Have a good one, Lutricia. All right.